I want to share with you a true story about an A320 that narrowly missed the ground by 6 feet without the pilots knowing what was going on. The aircraft was scheduled to land in Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris in May 2022. The weather at the landing airport was forecasted to be fair with some scattered clouds at 1,500 feet and some rain showers over the vicinity of the airport. The captain was pilot flying with 172 passengers on board, so as they were on the way to Paris, they listened to ATIS for the weather. Runway in use was 27 right RNP, transition level is 70, wind is at 280, 10 knots, visibility more than 10 kilometers, broken clouds at 1,500 feet, few cumulonimbus clouds at 5,000 feet, temperature at 19 degrees, dew point at 14 degrees, and QNH. Before we move on, let us talk about RNP approach. Check out this video for the evolution of approaches. Required navigation approaches are flown using plain GPS system that is coupled with what is being set on the FM. See the difference between an ILS. ILS approaches uses ground-based equipment that locks with the aircraft signal and brings the plane nicely to the ground. They are also very expensive, and so RNP approaches serves as a backup system in case the ILS approach system is not working. On the day of the incident, that is exactly what happened. Nowadays, RNP approaches are popular because they are almost as accurate as ILS approaches and at a fraction of the price. RNP approaches uses internal systems rather than external beams, so we have to make sure that the numbers you set on the MCDU is correct. So when the pilots contact Charles de Gaulle Airport, the ATC told them to descend to 6,000 feet QNH 1011. The first officer responded by saying 6,000 feet QNH 1011. So from the ATIS, the pressure was 1001 and the pressure the ATC gave was QNH 1011. See the difference. The pilot was hesitant in the readback, as you can see. The ATC then asked them to descend to 5,000 feet and said the wrong QNH again. So why does this matter? QNH will give you your altitude reading. 1 hectopascal equals to 30 feet, so a 10 hectopascal difference will give you 300 feet difference. So as they approached runway 27 right, there was a huge cloud that was covering their path and they could not see the ground. So when they did the approach height checks, it shows that they were on the optimal flight path. But this is the drawback of the RNP. If you put the wrong QNH, it will still show the height and distance checks that will coincide. In this case, because they put the wrong QNH setting, they were actually 300 feet lower than the actual glide path. This will not happen on an ILS approach because the ILS beam will lock to the aircraft and bring the aircraft down on the correct glide. As luck would have it, as the plane descended, the tower forgot to turn on the approach lights, so the pilots were then unable to see the runway and make the adjustment. One way to roughly check that you are on the correct glide of an RNP approach is to cross-check it with your radio altimeter. And that is why before commencing an RNP AR approach, you need 2 radio altimeters to work. The airport was equipped with an MSOR equipment, minimum safe altitude warning system that warns the tower if a plane is descending below a safe height and might hit a potential obstacle. The ATC did not respond to the first warning. Quick pause, be sure to click on the join button to get more accident update reviews via the AirBoss magazine. And now back to the show. At a minimum of 802 feet, the pilots did not see the runway but executed the go-around. But the actual height was 122 feet when they commenced the go-around. When the pilots performed a go-around, the lowest height they went was 6 feet or 183 centimeters because of the aircraft's momentum that caused it to dip before climbing up. By this time, ATC just realized what the aircraft was doing. The pilots then informed ATC that they were going around, and ATC told them to climb to 5,000 feet and QNH was 1001. But the pilots read back QNH 1011 and the ATC did not catch on. Pilots also did not realize the mistake that they just did or how low they went. When they performed the second approach, they are still descending at 300 feet lower. The MSOR warning sounded again. Luckily, the aircraft broke through the clouds and the pilots managed to adjust the profile because they were able to see the runway. The approach lights were also switched on during their second approach. The aircraft then landed without incident. And so the moral of the story is to monitor your clearances and also cross-check your information that is coming from different sources such as the ATIS and ATC. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.